howdies! Welcome back to the channel. My name is Firostic, if you don't know. Today, I want to talk about Fortnite Reload and another episode of Firostic's Yap Sessions. This is a series that I'm bringing back, so let me know if you would like to see more of it. But, with that being said, Fortnite Reload is a topic that I've been wanting to talk about for a while now, because I've actually been playing it a lot with my friends, and it's a really, really good concept. Like, I think in terms of the idea, I think Reload is really good. I think it definitely has a good concept. I think it definitely has a lot of potential. But I do think that they did execute it a bit poorly. Overall, it's a good game mode. It's fun. It's definitely better than the Battle Royale currently. But in terms of not perfectness, but like in terms of being actually good, it's very hit or miss because the biggest problem with Fortnite Reload, and I will continue to say this until they fix it, is the fact that they have no skill-based matchmaking at all. And I mean that not a single ounce of skill-based matchmaking. It's kind of annoying in a way, but I will say it's still fun nonetheless. And sometimes you'll get a lobby that's really like on your level and you're able to play normally. Sometimes you'll get a lobby that's just full of sweats and you won't be able to do shit. That's kind of where my problem with Reload lies. I think that it's very hit or miss, and it's definitely, while it could be good, because it doesn't have skill-based matchmaking, most of the time it just ends up being shit. And of course, overall, I like the concept. Like it's something that Fortnite players like myself have been asking for years on end. It's something that we've been like. It's something that seems obvious. It's a great marketing tactic on Fortnite's part, and it genuinely is a really, really good, a decent game mode. It was executed really well. It's not the exact same as the OG season being just the OG map and like because that would obviously get repetitive, but instead it's rather a mix up, a mashup, if you will, of all four of the original chapters, and it actually works really, really well. Like it was executed really well. Like I don't think that it was. I don't think it is any way a bad game mode. It's just like again the skill based matchmaking kind of ruins it, and I think that is again my biggest problem with this game mode. And like it's a really easily fixable problem as well. Like overall the map is really good. Like I like the map. I love the OG kind of spin-off theme. I love that they brought back some old locations as well as giving us some spin-offs of other locations. I love that it's going to stay, so it's not something that we like, oh, we got to play it while it's here. No, it's going to stay, and it'll be a really good game mode that in the end will probably be Fortnite's most popular game mode. And the loot pool is really good. I really like the loot pool. I think that the loot pool is actually one of the best loot pools we've ever seen in a battle royale type game mode. And I say that not to glaze Reload or anything, but I say that just to genuinely say that I think the OG weapons definitely being like I like how it's not just chapter 1 weapons or chapter 2 weapons. I like that it's a mashup of chapters 1 through 4. I think that's really good. And I think the biggest problem with Reload is not just the skill-based matchmaking, but it's also the fact that you automatically respawn, which I think does give players more of an incentive to be sweaty. For example, if I load into a game and there's no automatic respawning, naturally you're going to be more careful, you're not going to want to die, and, the game plays out normally. That's how Battle Royale is. The reboot feature, I think, is a good feature, make sure that, like, if you're playing a team game, you're not completely out. But as a whole, the game isn't bad. It's just like because automatic respawns are turned on, it just ends up kind of being this mess of people jumping into fights, not caring if they lose their stuff. And another thing with the fights that I have a problem with is the fact that if you get into a fight typically because of automatic respawns and because people die and they immediately try to go back to get their stuff, typically the third party chance is a lot higher, and usually, if not always, you get third party. And I think that's the biggest problem with Reload, is that the third partying is so bad to an extent that it makes it almost unplayable. Now, again, I've had really good matches in this game mode. I've been able to like be lucky in terms of having a lobby with players that are on my level, and it's fun. But it also comes back to that point of, if they had skill-based matchmaking, the game would be really good. But because they don't have skill-based matchmaking, you're shoved into a lobby with sweats and superhero skins and soccer players. Like, I literally, some games I'll play with normal players, and then some games it'll literally just be nothing but soccer skins and fucking like just anything and everything. It really does kind of it really does kind of fail for me. Like, that's the only thing that ruins the Reload experience, I guess you could say. And it's a really good game, and I think the best way to fix it would be to, number one, give us skill-based matchmaking. First of all, I think if they gave us skill-based matchmaking, it would definitely make the game a lot more playable. It would make it a lot more easy to play. Like, because casual players like me, of course, don't have the time to be spending on the game that these sweats, for example, have. So it definitely takes away the experience, as I said, and it really does suck. I think another thing they could do to fix it would be to add reboot cards and to create a reboot system, because I think the automatic respawn, as I said, ruins it in the sense that if you pull up on a squad, regardless of whether it's just you or like if you have backup, it doesn't take a short amount of time to kill a full squad. Like, it takes a long time to kill like that full squad, which gives the enemy team a chance to respawn and immediately dive down for their stuff. And it's not like you can just leave them knocked, because of course you can reboot on your own without needing to be killed after you've been knocked, which makes it a lot harder because it enables a lot of players to just get knocked and then, okay, we're just going to respawn now and that's it, and like I'm just going to go down and get my stuff, which again makes it very annoying because it gives third partiers more time to get to your location, which I think does make it a lot harder in certain aspects. Another thing that I don't really like about Reload is honestly the map. I think the map is definitely too small. I think it was a little bit lazily done in the sense that Reload, while it is a really good concept that we've been asking for a really long time, it was done a little bit lazily in the sense that the map's just a lot smaller. And while I definitely would not have preferred they just recreate an OG map, I definitely would have liked to see some sort of OG map spin-off that was an actual, the size of an actual map, and not just the size of like 40 player lobbies and this tiny ass map, because even then, with how close the POIs are together, it makes it a lot easier for people to rotate, which gives sweats just a playground to just like put kids in their montage, is the best way I can put it. They just absolutely run around the map slaughtering people, and you really don't get any chance when you have a team of soccer skins pulling up on you and you're like struggling for your life. It really does not work in that sense. And like I think this game really could be good, and I'm really happy that they have seasons planned out for it, because while the game is good, it's flawed in a lot of areas. So I hope in some of these seasons they can fix the game, they can fix the problems with it, and maybe we can actually have a really good game mode, because it is, like I said, it's a good game mode, it's a good concept, it's something that we've wanted for so long and that we can't have because whoopee fucking do sweats. Like, that's the biggest problem with this game mode, is the amount of sweats. And I think that if skill-based matchmaking was added, if they added a proper reboot system, if they made the map just a little bit more big, I think it definitely would fix the game in a lot of areas. But those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think down below, and yeah, if you've got anything to add, definitely slide me a comment. Kind of let me know your opinions on Reload. I think Reload has potential. I think it really does have potential to be good. It has the potential to be a really good game, but they just need to fix it first, and I really hope they do, because Reload is a really fun game. Like, I much prefer it to Battle Royale in its current state. So yeah, if you got any, let me know if you've got any thoughts on Reload. I would love to hear your thoughts. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.